Okay, so imagine you run a really large enterprise. Let's say a university campus, a big hospital network, maybe a hotel chain.
Right.
You've got this complex video problem. You have maybe a dozen live, high-quality video feeds you need to distribute.
Things like internal channels, security feeds, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And you need to send them over two totally different systems at the same time. You've got your old-school coax cables and your modern IP network.
It's a huge challenge.
It is. And today, that's what we're deep diving into, a very specific piece of tech that solves this exact puzzle. The Thor Broadcast H-12SDI-ATSC-IPLL modulation system.
You've called it a head end in a box, and looking at the specs, that's dead on.
So what's our mission here?
Our mission is to really understand how this one single unit, which is only one rack unit high, so, tiny,
2 3/4.
right, how it pulls off this massive functionality, distributing 12 separate HD channels and doing it reliably.
It's just hard to wrap my head around that. You're fitting an entire broadcast chain. Encoding, multiplexing, scrambling, modulation, all of it into that tiny space. What was the big engineering hurdle there? And why is that density so key to what this thing offers?
Well, what's fascinating here is really the economic insight behind it.
Okay.
Integrating all those functions, things that used to be separate boxes into one unit, is precisely why they can claim the lowest cost per channel.
So it's not just about saving space.
No, it eliminates the need for 3 or 4 other high-end pieces of gear. That drastically cuts down your initial cost, your power consumption, your cooling. I mean, you save thousands just on the rack space alone.
Let's start with the source material then, the inputs. Because that input density is, well, it's just impressive.
It is. We're talking 12 HDSD 3G SDI inputs.
And for anyone listening, that's the professional standard. It's for uncompressed, super high-def video.
Correct. Those are your physical video sources. But here's what gives the box its real versatility. It can also take in 256 digital IP inputs, so it really does blend the physical and the digital worlds.
So once that video's inside, the translation begins.
Yep. The digital translation, it supports the legacy MPEG-2 standard and also the newer, much more efficient MPEG-4 AVC, which is H.264.
And the promise they're making isn't just for good enough video. They're talking perfect 1080p 60 clarity. What does that actually mean for real-time delivery?
It means performance. It means low latency. You're getting real-time video distribution at full HD resolution and a really smooth 60 frames per second. For anyone needing that instant, high-quality display, low latency is absolutely critical.
Okay, so the inputs are dense, but I think the real genius is in the dual-path output. You have 2 delivery systems running at the same time from this one box.
Right.
Let's talk about the physical RF side first. What's the standard for that modulation?
So the primary physical output converts all those sources into what's called ATSC RF output modulation.
ATSC. That's the standard for U.S. broadcast,
Right.
Like off-air TV.
Exactly. So that signal can go straight over the existing coax cable you find in almost any building. But, if you're operating internationally, it's flexible. You can request other standards like DVB-C, DVB-T.
And while all that is flowing through the coax, the second path is purely digital. It's generating IP streams at the same time.
Precisely. It uses a separate port to generate 16 MPTS IP streams.
MPTS, multi-program transport streams.
You got it. Think of it like one big digital pipe that's carrying multiple separate channels really efficiently.
So the institution can serve as both its traditional TVs and all its modern smart devices seamlessly.
Seamlessly. It ensures the same video is instantly available on your old cable system and your new IPTV network.
And that dual delivery, that's the key takeaway for you, the listener. It basically future-proofs your entire distribution setup.
And they don't skimp on the audio either. It supports standards like AAC and, more importantly, Dolby Digital AC3 for that pristine sound quality.
Right.
And what really synthesizes all this is just recognizing the technical depth you need for this to be commercial grade.
What do you mean?
Well, the specs, for instance, they cite a modulation error ratio, or MER, of greater than or equal to 40 decibels.
Okay, and that number isn't just a number.
No, it's an engineering commitment. It's the guarantee that the signal is strong enough that it won't break up or pixelate when it hits the viewer's screen. It's what makes that perfect 1080p 60 clarity an actual rock-solid reality.
So here's the final thought then. If this one, advanced, highly specialized box, is what it takes just to manage 12 channels reliably for a single enterprise. Just consider the immense scale, the sheer precision it takes to manage a vast network running hundreds of channels. It really makes you realize that reliable content distribution is so much more than just plugging in a cable.